Down to Earth, under the auspices of the Center for Science and Environment (CSE) in India, has released the latest report dubbed the Special Africa Cover on Sanitation Challenges in Africa in Nairobi, Kenya, at a media briefing on August 15, 2018. The briefing was organized by CSE in association with Media for Environment, Science, Health and Agriculture and Kenya Water and Sanitation Civil Society Network. According to the report, Nigeria has the highest number of people defecating in the open in Africa and hit second position on the world ranking after India in open defecation.
Today what we did, the world knows that India is the country having the maximum largest number of people going out for defecation. And that's apparently changing the focus is now on the African continent. If the world has to meet the sustainable development goal on sanitation, Africa has to be open defecation free. So that's a challenge for the African continent.
The report also indicated that no sooner than later, Africa will be overtaking India as the region with the world's largest population that defecates in the open. The African region is already struggling with other related problems, which is the lowest rate among all continents in providing access to sanitation. According to the statistics, Africa's most populous country, Nigeria, spends $243 million every year on sanitation. Kenya and Burkina Faso 26 million, followed by Niger and Chad with 23 million. Mozambique stood at 22 million, Benin 21 million, Ghana $19 million. Now clearly, the planet cannot become open defecation free unless regions like Africa and India become so. This, however, requires more than just providing access to toilets and the need to ensure behavior change to make sanitation sustainable and reduce the disease burden and poverty. As such, one of the Kenya's NGOs, Total Sanitation and Hygiene Access, or TOSHA, saw the need to turn sanitation around for the country by embarking on using biodigester to generate biogas and fertilizer for farmers, since access to electricity and charcoal are very expensive. Kenya's capital city, Nairobi, has portions of its best described as slums, or better referred to as informal settlement. Kibere and Mukuru in Jenga are the two largest slums in Kenya. For millions of people who stay there, access to clean water and sanitation facilities are at a premium, and disease triggered by poor hygiene is rambling. Speaking to the project coordinator for TOSHA, Frederick Amok, the Umandi Trust decided to address the situation by initiating the TOSHA project. The project uses waste to produce biogas for over 1 million people living in the slum.
The digestion is natural digestion. No chemicals is added into that if the biodigester, because once you put the chemical in the biodigester, then the chemicals will kill the bacteria that are there in the biodigester. And once the bacteria are dead, then the biodigester will be as good as nothing. So no chemicals is added. It's an aerobic system, whereby the digestion just takes place just like normal digestion.
The community earns about 4,000 to 5,000 Kenyan shillings, equivalent to $40 to $50 a day, by selling the byproducts coming out of the sewage treatment centers. At the end of the year, members get dividends, access to loan for medical emergencies, school fees, amongst others. Ghana and other African countries with slums can emulate what Kenyan slums are doing to turn their situation around. After the meeting of some 25 journalists from across Africa with key experts on water, sanitation and health in Africa, behavioral change topped the list of recommendations for government priority in a bid to tackle the sanitation challenge in Africa.